I'm Felicia, and I like scary movies, and today we are doing a Patreon requested review. Chris, aka the Badass Ninja, has requested I review Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, and I shall do it. So I rewatched this today, and I enjoyed it. I've seen it before, but I enjoyed it so much more than I remember. I think I've mentioned this on my channel before, but like Halloween is not like my obsessive franchise. I feel like for a lot of people, Halloween, the whole franchise, they were like freaking obsessed with it. Like they know everything about it. That's not me. If you came here for a lot of, smart things to say, I don't have them. But I also noticed on Rotten Tomatoes, this sequel has a 29%. I've seen worse. What was the movie recently? There was a movie that was like literally like 5% that I really loved. Can't remember right now. But I was like, 29%, dang. And when I rewatched it, I was like, oh, I actually kind of like this. Like, I thought it was cool. I look naked. Don't look naked. Okay. It basically takes place 10 years after the second film. So if you know Halloween, you have Halloween 1, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch has nothing to do with Michael Myers. Some people really love that movie, which is nice. I don't really like that movie at all. Not because there's not Michael Myers, just because I don't really like the movie. And that movie did not do well, and so then for the fourth one, they decided to bring back Michael Myers, and it is supposed to be a sequel to the second film. So it takes place 10 years later, and we find out that Laurie Strode has died in a tragic car accident, and she is survived by her daughter named Jamie, which is cute, who is like a little girl. She's played by Danielle Harris, and Michael Myers, who has apparently been like in a comatose state of some sort for the last 10 years, wakes up. Michael Myers is so confusing to me. Maybe that's why I've never like been really into him, because I don't understand what he is. Man or monster, mystical being or not. There's so much I don't understand. And I get that I'm probably not supposed to understand, but I don't know. Anyways, he wakes up. Michael Myers wakes up. He returns to Haddonfield, and he is followed by Dr. Loomis, who is constantly warning everyone about Michael Myers in every movie he's in, and no one will ever listen to him. Until he gets to Haddonfield. He tells the sheriff and everything that Michael Myers is on the loose and probably trying to kill Laurie Strode's daughter. So it is a hunt for everyone to hunt Michael Myers, and Michael Myers is hunting little tiny Danielle Harris. Now, I'm just going to tell you a few things I really liked about this movie. One, I love Danielle Harris's performance. I think she is so good in this. Like, she might be the best actor in the movie. There is like the moments where her crying face is just excellent. Her crying face when all the kids are making fun of her and it's so sad and she's like running home crying. It's just so sad. I don't know. She has like very expressive eyes. I just like, what a wonderful little child actress. I have not followed her adult work, so I don't know, but she was great in this movie. The next thing I loved is that, but I wish they had done it more. There's a scene where we have a few people that are dressed up as Michael Myers for Halloween. And I really love that because it's sort of, it reminds me a bit of what they did later in Scream 4, right? Where actually really in Scream 2 and all of them, where Ghostface has become a commodity, a sellable thing, like not only just as a mask, but also as like a thing the town is known for. I think people want to dress up for Halloween, like even though it surrounds tragic events, it is still, people are down to like pay money for it and sort of, what is that word I'm looking for? Capitalize on it. And so we do have that one scene of people wearing Michael Myers masks because they almost get shot for it. And then they take off their mask and you realize they're just like jerks being jerks. But I wish they had like built on that more. I wish they had built more on how Haddonfield had been affected in those ways since the murders of Halloween 1 and 2. Something sort of on that same line that they do that I like is after Michael Myers kills everyone on the police force, spoilers, you have this group of men who, some of them had like lost children back 10 years prior when this all went down, but they sort of create a mob, if you will, of men that are going to protect their town, protect Jamie and hunt Michael Myers to the death. And I think that is sort of a fun thing of like the town getting more involved in the action of what's happening in Halloween. I thought that was like a fun thing to do. Also, this Halloween was directed by Dwight Little, and this is very random, but I went on his IMDb because I didn't know who he was, and I saw that he directed an adaptation of Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund. How dare all of you not tell me that this exists? Let me show you the poster. Hold on. I guess I could just pop it up here. Okay, got it. Yeah, Phantom of the Opera, 1989. It says Robert Englund was Freddy. Now he's the Phantom of the Opera. An all-new nightmare. It's just like they used his Freddiness to be Phantom. I just can't even believe this. He's also wearing a hat in the poster. Like, what is happening? Sorry, I'm scrolling through the production stills. This is just very exciting. I cannot imagine that this is a good movie, but I will have to watch every second of it. Let's see what this one was rated. I love to see Rotten Tomatoes ratings. Hold on. Phantom. 38%. A whopping 9% higher than Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Man, I love stuff like that. Okay. Oh, also one scene that bugged me in this movie was when Danielle Harris first has like a nightmare. I didn't perceive as a nightmare when I was watching it, where she sees Michael Myers in her room and then she opens the door and he's there again, and then she's like hiding in her closet crying. And it was very confusing because I didn't understand that to be a nightmare until later on, and she calls him a nightmare man. Or actually until we see that at that point Michael Myers hadn't gotten to Haddonfield yet. But it was very confusing because it didn't read like a nightmare. It read like an actual thing. And I was like, wait, are there two Michael Myers? And I was like, what? And then I was like, wait, he's not even there yet. And then she describes him as Nightmare Man, and I'm like, oh. So it's like somehow like in her DNA, or like, I'm sure she's read the news stories. I don't know. Maybe can she read? I don't know how old she is. Okay, I think that's it. I don't think, even though I have tried, I don't think I've seen every single movie in the Halloween series. I've seen most of them. Maybe I have seen all of them now. But this is one that I've seen before, and on the second watch, I decided I really like this one. I like where they went with it, and I love the ending. I love that Danielle Harris mirrors the original Michael Myers when he's a kid. I think that's like really just fun. I love Loomis's reactions to everything because they're just so crazy. But it's a good one. So there you go, Chris. There's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys want to become a patron and request some reviews of your own, the link is down in my bio. And there's also a link down in my bio for these hats. I always forget to wear my hat on my channel, but I have a hat and it says Girly Gore. And that's it, people. I will see you in my next video, and have a nice scream. Bye.